I decided to take another swing at $200 systems, and well, I decided to reuse the old case from my last testing, and I think it turned out pretty well. No RGB frills or anything fancy. There's definitely some crack on the case, but that's only on the plastic. Overall, the metal is still sturdy and is not rusting. So I decided to reuse a cooler, the Contact 9 SE, and you guys might have seen this before from some of the yeah. You guys might have seen it before in a past video, and the thing is about the Contact 9 SE is it's flimsy, and if you got Amazon, they got their own CPU cooler for $20, and there's also the Thermalright. I don't know, Thermalright produces so many coolers that I can't remember them all, but they got a small profile cooler this size. This can fit in pretty much any form factor, except for a small form factor, because those are pretty slim. For RAM, we're using 16 gigabytes of whatever. Like, I got these off for $16 on eBay. And the same RX 550 I got for $40. In total, this should add up to below 200. I mean, I'll edit in the total number, but yeah, that's about it. Oh, yeah, the power supply I found in my dad's basement. A thing I'm gonna say when buying dual cores is always aim for hyper-threading at least. Like, this Celeron, the thing struggles to run Edge. I'm gonna put in the iGPU benchmarks in as well, because to give you a reference, there was basically no change in Team Fortress 2's FPS when running. In fact, Radeon's driver software was causing the Celeron to have a few issues. I mean, like, the fact that it's getting kneecapped by driver installation software means that thing is very, very slow. Like, slow to the point I'm wondering, why did I not get a Pentium? The only good thing is that it draws 20 watts and not much else. Well, our little celery sticks clocks just behind a 5th gen laptop CPU, and way behind a bit older i5 3550, which is to be expected. This is a duo core with no hyperthreading at all, so it's definitely not gonna clock any higher. And not to mention, this has no boost frequency, so slapping on a better coolant will not get you better benchmark margins. After removing the worst cooler in existence, the Contact 9 SE, so we can now access our little celery stick. Got this off eBay for $20 and I actually don't remember. 12, let's just say 12. Pentiums were selling for 20, and looking at it back now, I should have just waited until my paycheck came. All its glory. It's horrible. Alright. For its replacement, we're going for the... Hold on. Come on. The i9-9500. It's a generation newer than the Celeron, and has 4 cores. And usually, since this is an H310 motherboard, you'll probably have to BIOS update it. But I'm pretty sure the latest BIOS is installed here, so we should be fine. Case-wise, I wouldn't recommend reusing an old ATX case. Just fork out the cheapest one. I mean, just fork out a better used case or a new case that costs around $40. Usually, you'll get better cooler space and better GPU support. Because in comparison, this cooler just barely fits. See, it might have gotten better cooling if it was like a Hyper 212, but there is no way a Hyper 212 is gonna fit. The first difference is we have 6 cores instead of 2 now, so this is not going to be a fair fight in the comparison of the little Pentium. Alright, not to bore you with Cinebench tests, I'll skip right to these also. Well, we're not faster than an older gen i7, but that's a K variant i7, and K variants usually have higher clock speeds and unlockable clock speeds, so it's to be expected. And not to mention we only have 6 threads, and that i7 has 8 threads. So there are many factors. But what this i5 has that this i7 don't is better power efficiency. But if you don't care about power efficiency, you should usually go for faster. There are some weirdos out there that go, oh, power efficiency is the greatest, that's why you should buy the RTX 4060. I don't have the money to buy the RTX 4060. Nah. I actually have a 4060, I just don't care about power efficiency.
So all I got to say is that there's not much for the i5. It's just a pretty much average i5. I mean, in total, the motherboard on the i5 can handle up to $100, and everything else is still well below $200 if you're willing to compromise on used parts, because it's almost, you have to go super low if you want new parts, and that's kind of breaking the bank when it comes to new parts. Like, new parts, they at least cost $300 on average. And now that I think about it, let's see if you can get by with just upgrading an old pre-built. I mean, comment down what would you like me to do? A pre-built or more budget builds? It really helps my channel to actually comment, because I get to know what you like about my videos, and you might get to see a video you help decide. So make sure to leave a like and keep watching.